Hello, everyone. I am here with an exclusive. So you better subscribe if you have not subscribed already, which I know is 75% of you. I'm here with MJ.
We're going to go find them.
We're going to go find them. We're going to go find them. We're going to crawl under your base.
Is there statistics? If you say like, they'll like it.
Exactly. That's exactly how it works. Also, 75%. I pulled that out of my arse. I don't know. It's been 30 seconds, right? We could spell. Joking. That's right. Hello. Welcome to this wonderful professional interview that I'm doing with the lovely MJ from the FFG development team on Star Wars Unlimited, the best trading card game on the market. And we can all agree.
Objectively,
genuinely. I mean, I genuinely think it is.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm MJ Cutts. I'm one of the designers on Star Wars Unlimited. I was one of the lead designers on our last set, which was Jump to Lightspeed.
Good set. Big fan.
I also like the set that I led. And yeah, I'm just having a blast being here. It's wild seeing how big of an event this is.
Yes, yeah. So we're filming this at the Galactic Championships in Las Vegas. Yep. This is my first time in Vegas, so it's definitely been an experience.
I've been outside. I've been to like the Grand Canyon stuff, but I haven't been in the city proper. So mostly same.
Yeah, the closest I've been is Salt Lake City. Actually, I went for Brandon Sanderson's convention back in December. So it was cool. But it's cool being in sort of the other side of the mountains.
Yeah.
And so, MJ, you've been with the FFG team for 2 years now, I believe?
It's like 2.5 years.
So
it's wild.
Yeah. What did you do before that? How did you get into card design or game development? What's your story?
I was talking to someone like the other day who had like joined the Star Wars Unlimited team semi-recently, who's like probably 10 to 20 years older than me, and was like, "Oh, you're old guard" to me. I was like, "Don't say that. Don't say that." But yeah, I've been on the team for 2.5 years. I've already forgotten your question.
What did you do before FFG?
Before FFG, I did development on some tabletop role-playing games, and was doing like contract game design work alongside like jobs, you know. Yeah. And it was really awesome to join this game. The increase in scale from being, you know, a booth or two at a Gen Con or something to seeing this entire like community is, I'm really glad I got to work on the small things to have that like appreciation of the delta between the two, you know.
That's really cool. You know? And how did you end up in, because obviously so role-playing games, quite a jump to TCG design. Yeah. I'm assuming you have some sort of background in playing TCGs.
I don't have too much. Okay. I've played a decent amount of TCGs. I'm definitely one of the less like card game players on the team. When I applied for this job, I applied for every open design position they had. And so it was like board game, card, you know, and at some point they're like, "You can't do this. You have to pick one."
Just choose one, please.
And so I was like, can you send me the like rest of the interview process or design tests for all of them, you know? and they're like, okay. And so I picked which design test I thought I could do the best. And so there was like a design test. It was like, "Hey, you like Star Wars?" And I was like, "I do like Star Wars.
I know about Star Wars." Okay. I'm going to jump in. Favorite Star Wars character?
I just finished the second season of Andor, and I am really stunned by how awesome and full the just Cassian Andor's like storyline is. Really fantastic.
That's a really good take. That's a very, very good answer.
Watch Andor.
Yeah, please watch Andor. Oh my God, it's so good. Genuinely one of my favorite TV shows I've ever seen. You know, not even just Star Wars, just phenomenal TV. Okay, so that's cool, and that's how you got into designing at Star Wars. You said you worked on Jump to Lightspeed. Was that the first set you worked on, or had you worked on other sets before that?
We all work on every set that like comes through to various extents. And I joined right last week of Shadows of the Galaxy. So the first set that I really worked on in earnest was Twilight of the Republic. Okay. I was the big like push behind our limited testing. So for draft and pre-release, I programmed the software we use for testing for drafts. Wow. Okay, cool. I was mad that we weren't drafting every other day because I like drafting and I don't like constructing things that much. I'm like, I don't want to do homework. And I'm really proud of how good the limited environment of Twilight of the Republic was, and feeling like I had like I'm proud to have been like a significant part of that.
That's great. And I think in particular, I think from a competitive lens, with limited PQs being a thing going forward as well, I think that focus on, as someone who, I think from a business side, you have to really care about the limited experience, because otherwise players aren't going to open packs, and that's not good for the game. In addition, it's a fun experience to do drafts.
It's fun. It's super accessible.
It's super accessible.
Every TCG I've ever started with, I've started by being like, I can just walk in and play.
Exactly. And I think that's very important. But it's one of those things that always, with a lot of games, it can alienate competitive players who are like, oh, I don't care about this draft stuff. I just want to build my super high power deck. But it's nice that they now have a really good reason to care. And it's great that now that they have the reason to care, well, we've already been putting that care into it since the game came out. So you get these really fantastic limited environments. I loved set 3s. The most fun I've probably had has been set 4, though. I found set 4.
Jump to Lightspeed's limited environment's bananas.
It's crazy.
It's so fast and swingy. And the number of times I've played the barrel roll event. And just like flip-flops constantly.
Clone Squadron ship that gains plus everything. That was my favorite card to play in the limited environment. It's super fun.
It is not a limited environment for the faint of heart.
no, it's not.
But I like it. Yeah.
My favorite limited environment though, instead of draft, it's you ever played 2-pack?
No.
2-pack is basically you rip 2 packs, you don't look at any of the cards, you shuffle up,
Whoa.
choose one of the leaders you got, put it face down, and then that's your deck. You have no idea what's coming. It's super fun.
Oh my god! Can we do that?
We can do that.
Play that later.
We can play that. We will.
This isn't even like a bit to like lead into more content. Like that just sounds fun.
It's great. Also, do with Carbonite packs for maximum enjoyment.
Sure. Yeah.
100%. It's super fun. I forced at UK Games Expo. I forced John, Joe, and Xander to play it.
That sounds like a blast.
You guys are playing this. It's good fun. But so on to the similar sort of vein, because I heard that obviously you do a lot on the limited side, and you do a bit with Twin Suns as well. Is that like another focus you do?
Yep.
Could you tell me a bit about the design process that kind of goes into designing for Twin Suns as well as Premiere, and managing or juggling all those balls?
A lot of the times when we've talked about that on streams or whatever, and I think it's still like mostly true, is we try to not think about Twin Suns too much when we're designing cards. Well, because like I have seen other TCGs like have pitfalls of doing that too much.
We all know who we're talking about, but we're not going to say it.
And it's also something where we like want to use our resources, like our time as effectively as we can. And part of the beauty of a lot of free-for-all multiplayer formats, and I think especially Twin Suns as this like very chaotic one of those, is that there is a lot of like self-balancing. There is a lot of guesswork and randomness to like when cards are going to be very good or not.
Yes.
And I think that letting that kind of breathe on its own is part of the fun of the format.
100%, 100% agree with that.
We definitely will have times where we'll be like, oh, let's set each opponent instead of an opponent, but it's not that frequent. It's pretty rare.
And I think that's part of the charm as well of like Twin Suns. It's like you have a lot of these cards that maybe their only home is really in limited environments. But Twin Suns gives them that additional home where, like, okay, this legendary is really not very good, but I've got this really nice copy of it. Actually, it's quite good in Twin Suns. I can use it. And it's also kind of a self-policing format, right? You have 4 players at the table. Ultimately, if there is a really powerful card that is a problem,
and the alternating actions, it's like you don't even like. Every single thing you do is so interrogated by the table.
No, exactly.
It's so funny.
My favorite thing to do is just play an evacuation. Back it up, guys. We're going to the next round. Everyone, put it away.
I'm excited for at some point the set or the format to have too many board wipes.
Yes.
and someone to pack like 20 evacuation equivalents and just really upset their friends.
That'd be so good. Speaking of that, do you have a favorite Twin Suns leader-based combination, or just one that you really enjoy playing?
So the Twin Suns deck I brought for the event, it's the Spark of Rebellion Grand Inquisitor. It's a Reading units. And one of my favorite leaders from Legends of the Force, which is the Varys leader, the cunning villainy of Varys.
And what was your third aspect?
It has to be vigilance. And so that's like, it's got some force token stuff, and you can ready a unit to immediately get your force token.
Yes,
it's nice.
That's cool synergy. I like.
Yeah, and then there's theme, right? You know, if you watch like what is it, Tales of the Empire?
Yes.
I'm trying to like remember the show that I like a lot through the way that I built the deck together.
Exactly. And that's for me what's been the most fun. Someone who hasn't really engaged with Twin Suns, despite genuinely really enjoying it, both times I've played it before this set, and thinking this is way more fun than other multiplayer versions of TCGs I've played.
Thank you.
I think in particular there's that alternating actions, because one of the big issues with not having alternating actions is you just sit there. You're waiting for 45 minutes. That's not ideal. You dodge that, and then you have Star Wars Unlimited's fundamental mechanics with the theme layered on top, and that's where it all sort of came together. And this set, I finally was like, no, okay, like there's so much cool stuff. I've got to put some Twin Suns decks together now.
Yeah.
So I've got Palp 3.
Okay.
And Anakin 5.
I love that leader so much.
He's genuinely one of my favorites. So it's that, and then Anakin 5. So like Anakin being corrupted.
That was the other option I had for a deck to bring.
Yes, So it's that, and then with a blue force base, and of course the name of the deck is. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Has to be done. And I get to play the new Anakin, and I have the best time ever. I get to play new Vader. I get to Sheehan Flurry. It's such a good time.
That's cool. Yeah.
One other thing I also really appreciated is so we're at the Galactics, and now I'm going to come on to Galactic's chat. But as part of the entry, we get these really cool metal initiative tokens. And on the website, it just said, "Oh, you're going to get an initiative token." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I can always use a metal initiative token." Suddenly, it's a metal initiative token, a force token, a blast token, and a plan token. Whose idea was that?
This is the first. I'm learning this right now.
It is.
I'm glad you got that.
Is this our marketing director behind the camera?
Bad for not knowing?
Surprise!
I'm like, yay, stuff.
Yeah. Well, we all know who to thank. But it's super, super cool, and we should do more of that. And while we're at the Galactics, obviously there's so much exciting stuff here. I believe over 3,200 unique attendees, which is that what you were expecting? Is that bigger than you were expecting?
I had no idea.
Well, it's big.
It's a lot of people. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this whole event?
It's been really incredible to see like the work that went into it. We have vendors, our marketing team, like the amount of work that goes into hosting a convention versus running a booth is exponential. And I have a hard time appreciating it verbally because I cannot comprehend what that looks like. You know, it's so much. We have the stage is jaw dropping. I came up onto the floor and was just like, oh, is this us?
Yeah.
Did we do this?
It's so cool. You guys will you'll see it in the vlog that's coming out for the whole event, but it is absolutely fantastic. You'll be seeing this interview before the vlog. So obviously, I know you said that you are relatively far away from the current sets now, outside having done Jump to Light Speed. You're now working on sets further down the line. Are you able to say how far down the line we're talking about, like next year? Or
I'm proud of how far we're working out. You know, when we were first showing the game, we were like, oh, we're like this many sets ahead. I think we were talking about it was our 9th set, which is like a next year thing, and we're looking years beyond that.
Wow,
already, right?
So that's super exciting. Though, of course, so maybe not the most close to the current competitive metagame, but I have to ask, what do you think is going to win the Galactic Championships this year?
Star Wars Unlimited cards.
Oh,
I'm not the competitive designer. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to dub in whatever I want it to be. So if
I'm going to like move my mouth.
So it is Kylo ECL. Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay. And on to the final question, which of course I have to ask: is there anything cool, new, and that we don't know about that you can tell the lovely viewers who have stayed all the way to the end of this something like 20-minute video?
It's really brave of them to make it this far. So this will be going up after we've shown the logos for the names of the next year's 3 booster sets of Star Wars Unlimited.
It will.
And for people who have been watching streams a lot, they'll know that I was the lead designer on our 9th set, which you'll now know the name is Homeworlds.
Oh,
and
interesting.
I don't even need to say anything about it for people to be excited about it.
Yes.
You can just say the word and be like, just imagine. Just think, what would you expect in a set named Homeworlds?
I think some people who have been clamoring for certain very popular groups of characters.
I was one of those people.
Very happy. That's very good to know.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I am so excited. Oh my god.
Is that would you say the thing you're most excited for coming up in the next year? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to add as we round out this interview? Thank you so much.
The part where we just like spoil like
So this is all of
just have a piece of paper with like every release and product and price. I'm just gonna Sharpie it directly on this.
This is where we get assassinated after.
Do you think they would like that?
We currently have weapons pointed at us. We need to call it here, otherwise we're not going to make it out of the building. Thank you so much for your time, MJ. It was really lovely to meet you.
Thanks for the talk. It was great.
Thank you so much all for watching. Of course, like, subscribe, do the usual YouTube things. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Homeworld. Tell us what you think about that. What is the speculation?
I'm going to go and find this video to read the comments excitedly and just like temple my fingers.
It'll be great, like how right and how wrong those comments are.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure I'll add some.
They can't even imagine how cool it is. And I'm not even saying that.
The possibilities
I hate it.
Unlimited. All right. That's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys.
See you around.
See you soon.